What's up, man? I seen today I seen an interview with I don't know how old it is. I think it's maybe like a day or a couple of days. I seen an interview with Keith Thurman being interviewed by Ness on that boxing voice, and he asked Keith Thurman a couple questions. He asked Keith Thurman, but one interesting question he asked Keith Thurman was, uh, "Are you going to fight Terrence Crawford?" You know what I'm saying? And he said that he's not. Keith Thurman said, "I'm not interested in fighting Terrence Crawford." And then he went on this, I guess, his reasons why. He said that Terrence Crawford is, with Bob Arum, and it's gonna be hard to make the fight. See, to me, come on, man, Keith, you can't say you're not. For one, it's two reasons, two major reasons. You can't say that you're not interested in fighting Terrence Crawford. For once, he has the WBO title, and you said your mission is to be undisputed. You cannot be undisputed without the WBO title. Two, he's one of the top welterweights. I know he just came from 140 a couple fights ago, three fights, 3 fights ago. Now he has beat Jeff Horn. Now you don't respect the Jeff Horn fight. You've been going around saying you don't respect the Jeff Horn fight, but I believe before the Jeff Horn fight, I believe Keith Thurman said that Jeff Horn is a big fighter. If Terrence Crawford beat him, he even though he don't look at Jeff Horn as being a top welterweight, it'll be a good win. So, and then he fought that one kid, that Benavidez kid, and then he fought Amir Khan, you know. So he has some credible wins at 147. It may not be the top echelon wins of 147, but he does have some credible wins. And he has a WBO title, Keith. So you can't say that you don't want to fight, that you're not interested in fighting Terrence Crawford. It makes no sense. Even if he didn't. Now, look, if he didn't have a belt, you say, like, right now I'm not interested in fighting him until you get a title. Just like, um, you know, Earl Spence said about Terrence Crawford. If he get a belt, then I'm interested in fighting him. Okay, if you say he don't have a belt right now, he has to establish himself more at the welterweight division. I can kind of see what you're talking about, but now that the man has a title, look, I know Sean Porter said he don't want to fight Terrence Crawford because Terrence Crawford is his good friend. I heard, Earl Spence said he don't want to fight Terrence Crawford because he's on the other side of the street. And now Keith Thurman saying he don't want to fight Terrence Crawford because Terrence Crawford is on. Basically, he's saying the same thing that Earl Spence said. He's on the other side of the street. It's something about Terrence Crawford that y'all see in Terrence Crawford that either y'all see him as a big threat. You know what I'm saying? I look at it as. I think y'all see him as a high risk, low reward type of fight. I don't know if that's how y'all looking at it, but the man has a WBO title. You know what I'm saying? And if y'all have, if your mission is to be undisputed, which I think Sean Porter, Danny Garcia, Earl Spence, Keith Thurman, I believe their mission is to be undisputed at welterweight. Y'all cannot be undisputed without the WBO title. It's just plain and simple. It's one of the titles you have to have. You have to have the IBF, the WBO, WBC, and the WBA. And if you don't have all those, you're not undisputed. And y'all, look, yes, Terrence Crawford is in a different promotion as y'all. Yes, he fought on a different network. But according to the PBC fighters, like I keep saying this, they keep on saying that they don't have a promoter, and they're not really signed to a TV network. They don't have a TV network deal. So the fact that y'all using that he's on the other side of the street, to me, is bogus. Because y'all can go on his side of the street. Yes, Terrence Crawford, yes, he's signed to ESPN. Yes, he's signed to Bob Arum. Yes, that's true about him. But it's not true about you guys. Y'all can go over there and fight him. I'm pretty sure ESPN will put up the money, pretty much the money that y'all want to go fight Terrence Crawford. I'm pretty sure they will. ESPN has loan money just like Showtime has loan money. So, you know what I'm saying? And, Disney is owned by ESPN. Disney own a lot of stuff. I think Disney kind of Disney own Fox or whatever? And Showtime is, part of Fox, CBS, and all that stuff. So pretty much they all under the same roof. So I don't. To me, I don't get it. I don't get Keith Thurman saying he's not interested in fighting, Terrence Crawford. It to me is ludicrous. You know what I'm saying? Keith Thurman, I like Keith Thurman. I like Keith Thurman's style. I like the way Keith Thurman fight. Keith Thurman is the best welterweight. To me, still has the best resume at welterweight outside of Manny Pacquiao. But you can't say that you don't want to, that you're not interested in fighting Terrence Crawford. You could say you're not fighting Terrence Crawford this year, just like you say you're not fighting EJ this year, just like you said you're not fighting Danny Garcia or Sean Porter this year. But you cannot say you're not interested in fighting the man. I don't get that. Keith Thurman, you have to you have to convince me why you're not interested, because what you said doesn't convince me. Nothing you can say that will convince me that you're not interested in fighting Terrence Crawford, because Terrence Crawford has that title. That man has the title, and as long as he's walking around with that strap around his waist, Danny Garcia, you can't say you're not interested in fighting him. Earl Spence, you got to stop saying he's on the other side of the street. Keith Thurman, you got to say you got to stop saying he's on the other side of the street. And Sean Porter, okay, you say he's your friend. I don't know how good of a friend y'all are, because I'm not around y'all. But it is what it is. But like I said, y'all have to stop talking about Terrence Crawford like he's not part of the top welterweights. Now y'all can say, yeah, he just not came to the welterweight division. He only had 3 fights. A lot of y'all, you know what I'm saying, y'all are career welterweights like Keith Thurman, Earl Spence, and Sean Porter. Yes, y'all had way more fights at welterweight, and y'all probably feel like, man, this guy just got in the division. He getting a lot of press. People think he can beat us. Yeah, that's all fine and dandy. I understand all that. But in order to eliminate him, go beat him. Don't try to sidestep him. Don't try to go around him. Just go beat him. Just go through him. Once you beat him, then he's no longer relevant. You know what I'm saying? He's no longer, in your eyes, he's no longer relevant once you beat him. Keith Thurman, you go beat Terrence Crawford, then he's no longer relevant to you. But as long as he got the title, as long as you're not willing to go fight him, you can't tell me, or you can't convince me that you shouldn't be interested in fighting the man. Even if you say he doesn't have a good win at 147, in your eyes, you don't respect the people that he beat. The man still has the title. Period, point blank. That's what I'm saying. The man still has the titles. So you have to fight the man. I remember when Baldomir beat Zab Judah. Mayweather still fought Baldomir. Who was Baldomir? Baldomir had the titles. He had the belts. So Mayweather fought him. He had the belts. He beat Zab Judah. He beat Zab Judah for the belts. You can't, Mayweather could have said, hey, I don't respect the fact that the only win he got is Zab Judah, and before that, who was Baldomir? No, he fought Baldomir. He went on and fought the man. The man had the titles. He beat the man. And then in his eyes, Baldomir was no longer. That's what you got to do. You got to go out there, beat Terrence Crawford, and then he's irrelevant to you at that point. But like I said, man, Keith Thurman, you can't say that the man is not, you're not interested in fighting the man. Y'all can, I think y'all probably a little sideways because, you know what I'm saying, he jumped up. Like you just said, you said you were interested in fighting Danny Garcia because what Danny Garcia did at 140. Terrence Crawford did a lot at 140, and he was undisputed at 140. Danny Garcia was never undisputed at 140. You know what I'm saying? So that alone, that carries up with him to 147. And then the fact that he came up and he dominated 3 guys at 147 and captured a title in the path of him beating 3 fighters at 147, he was able to capture a title. So, like I said, man, Keith Thurman, not with you on that one. I'm out.